Video or live stream actually. I haven't done one of these in a while. Wow, this year has been flying by. I am really late because I was supposed to start streaming at 11:30 and it is currently like 3 minutes to 12 East Coast time. The reason why is because my neighbor yesterday decided to think it was a brilliant idea to not keep his mutt or his dog under control, and yeah, the rest is history. But I was talking with a neighbor and trying to figure out what we can do because our animal control is about as useful as a submarine with screen doors. Open YouTube. But I am not here to talk about dog diplomacy. I am here to talk about Apple's developer conference, and hope everyone is doing well. And we'll see if the iPhone 11 today gets put in the bin of you're no longer getting latest software updates. RIP. We should be live. There we go.
Like this video. Just like share. Save share.
Let's see, share.
Copy link.
Copy link.
Voiceover off.
Go to X. Hope y'all like the new channel artwork and stuff like that. I've been hard at work trying to get everything ready. And trying to get it organized. Live. It's been a lot of work. I've been trying to get a lot of things done. I have a lot going on. But I was able to take some time out of my day to do this. So there's a lot of chaos. And I miss doing these videos. I miss doing the live streams. I miss doing the videos. I miss doing it all because it's something that I wish I could keep doing, but it's like my personal life right now is chaotic, and I'm trying to make money and just live life, and by the time I can sit down to actually watch other people do YouTube and stuff, I'm gonna go to bed or I'm eating. Making sure my audio works. This is the first time I'm touching my Mac in almost a month, and I haven't been in this office since then. I've been MIA. This is the least visited room in my house. And then I got a whole wraparound desk. I got a whole light system. I got everything. Everything you can think of in a studio to make videos, and I just been so busy elsewhere. But iOS 27, macOS 27, watchOS 27, tvOS 27, HomePod OS 27. What else am I forgetting? Did I mention iPadOS? My iPad's sitting over in the corner. But I was trying to live stream as soon as I could. I saw Brandon Butch got invited to Apple's developer. I saw Brandon Butch got invited to Apple's developer conference. That's cool. So he's not live streaming this year. I'm live streaming because #why not. So we got people watching. This is a pre-show. This is not we're not live streaming during the event. So I'm going to end this in about an hour and all that fun stuff. So right now we got still images. This is my desktop right here. This is my chaos. So yeah. This is my chaotic desktop right now. Like I said, I haven't been on this Mac in a while. There's OBS. So we're doing still images right now. Apple's, let's see. Is the Apple Store up? Because that'll tell us if we're getting any hardware. What up, Dan? Hope you're doing good. Or not. Janitor, not Dan. What up? I got a kitty cat in the studio now, so she's over here acting chaotic. I'm trying to keep her away from the network rack over here because the network stuff is, we don't need a cat pulling an Ethernet cable because bye-bye Wi-Fi. Literally. GG Junior. Hope you're doing good. I'm curious what's going to be in iOS 27. What I hope does not happen is if the iPhone Air has an issue with the C1. That's gonna be interesting with the C1 modem versus the Qualcomm modems. If there's any software issues with the difference with Apple's in-house versus the other modems during the beta.
Red circle. Watch live now. Live reaction to WWDC26. Attachment. Button.
So Talos of Tech's doing a live reaction. A few others are doing live reactions. See, what I do is I work, so I've been busy trying to get other stuff done, and then I came in here trying to do this, trying to get this done, and then I will eat. I'll have like a lunch break, and then I'll go from my lunch break to while I'm eating lunch, I'll go watch Apple's developer conference, and then all that fun stuff. So it's one of those things where
Voice app Abjector. Yes, I'm great learning Catholic. Button.
that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Like I said, my life's been so chaotic. I literally, I wanted to slow down. I want a vacation. I really want vacation time. Because it's just like, if it's not one thing, it's another. I gotta redo a few things on my personal property. I redid a pool liner for my pool area in 2022, and now it's got a problem 3.5 years later, and there goes almost $2,000 right there. If it's not one thing, it's another. So do not expect any Apple upgrades from me this year because I need to allocate money to something else. A value, like fixing things, working on things, and trying to live life.
Upload to the master 110. How's your day going? Button.
Playing Game Master, my day is going. If I said good, I'd be lying. It's okay. It feels like a Monday. Definitely is a Monday. And I wish I was in a better mood. I'm in that mood of adult life sucks, but we all get through it. We all get through it one way or another.
Animals. Button. Voiceover on.
I was late to this live stream because dog diplomacy. Neighbor can't keep his dogs in his yard. And that happened yesterday and tried to attack one of my dogs that got out of their fence. So I was talking to the neighbor across the street because the neighbor across the street has had incidents. So, I'm just trying to figure out a solution to a problem and trying to be respectful to my neighbors. That's a good way to put it. And there goes my security cameras. See, I got security cameras on the property, so they detect when things go crazy, and they just notified me about the incident down at the at my other house because I have 2 houses on my property, so I got family here. I should have do not disturb on because it's going to continue to ping me because the AI thinks a goat is a human. It's crazy, the concept. Also, this is not Apple related, but I was doing stuff and I had some stuff out and I was working on some stuff. And my birthday was about 2 months ago. And I went out to eat and I got a notification from my Ubiquiti thing, the Unify, and it said power budget for the 5-port Ethernet switch backyard zone 2 has exceeded power budget. And I'm like, that's odd. I'm not home, and I pull up the cameras and I'm like, oh no. We had a pool deck camera up and I forgot to run the Ethernet through the roof because Florida's been so dry lately because we've been in a 30-inch drought. We finally got some rain and the rain just went just the right sideways mode, and yeah. I wasn't the one that installed the camera. Someone else installed it because I was doing other stuff, so I had family do it. And yeah, so there goes $150 plus mistake. And that happened around April 24th. So I've been trying to fix that too.
Hopefully, we can make you feel better. Button.
I'd greatly appreciate it. I mean, it's gonna get the people say, "Oh, live the American dream, own a home." Yeah, it's great, but just like everything, you own your Apple products, you own anything, you know, things do break over time. Batteries degrade, uh, cameras meet water. That does not end good. You know, it's life. You have an iPhone 11 that may lose software support today, and you may have to go buy a new iPhone if you want to keep receiving software updates, which is going to cost you money. Hopefully you can finance it if you want to, or if you have the money to buy it outright, I recommend it. It's up to you. I have the 17 Pro Max, which, by the way, ever since iOS 26.5, my battery health has went down, but the battery health reading from Coconut Battery is reading higher than settings. So, we shall see what happens. This MacBook is still at 100%, which I'm surprised. It probably is at 99 now that I said that. What in the world?
Where have I been? 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Austin's Tech 31 views 3 years ago. Play video. But voiceover off.
At least my Comcast is doing good today, because I've been having outage problems too. That's another reason why I haven't been able to do videos, because my Comcast has been having outages a lot lately. I got Starlink still. I like it. But I gotta go plug it in. Yeah, if you got an iPhone 11, the 17e is actually it's not a bad phone. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's a bad phone." Blah 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 blah. For the non-tech people that just want to browse Facebook, message their grandma, message their mom, make the phone calls, pay the bills, the basics. They don't care. They don't care if it has 2 cameras. They don't care. Now the iPhone Air, yeah, just avoid that one for now. Okay? Let's avoid that one for now. Also, I'm trying to sell some real estate, so I've been really busy with that too. So while I'm live streaming, I'm actually responding to my real estate agent right now. See, that's how busy my life is. Is my iPhone Air still at 100% battery health? Let me see. The iPhone Air is still at 100% battery health. How? Oops, I dropped that down a little too hard on the desk. I'm checking my audio. Is my iPhone Air still at 100% battery health? Let me see. What is making noise on the MacBook? The disk? I don't know what's making that there's a frequency, it's like a noise the that... iPhone Air is still at 100% battery health. How? That's weird. Oops, I dropped that down a little too hard on the desk. What is going on with my audio? Like, there's like a microphone interference going on. Oh, that loop back is bad. Nope, let's turn that off. No, it's gonna be bad. What is making noise on the MacBook? Oh, it's the MagSafe charger. No, it's my MagSafe charger that's doing it. That's weird. It's a small, low frequency like hiss or it's high pitch. I can hear it, but I don't know if y'all can. I don't want it interfering with y'all, but that is odd that it literally is happening with the MagSafe connector. Huh. Oh, I need to let this Mac discharge a little bit on battery, so I'll let it be for now. Let me know if y'all hear it, because I heard it, and it was like interesting. You barely can hear it. What iPhones do y'all think are gonna lose support this year? iPads. I know all the Intel Macs I think are gonna lose support this year. My X feed got inundated with politics. This sucks.
Voiceover on. Florida's voice. Verified. Tone deaf. Florida Seattle Blazing Belly Slam Jacksonville leadership today. Rock tap. 9 to 5 Mac coded Rose 30. 9 to 5 Mac coded Tim Cook. Verified. Video. Duration 1 minute. 6 seconds. 9 to 5 Mac added. Looks like today will be Tim Cook's final good morning 2 hours ago. 11 replies. 33.
Yup. Tim Cook's final good morning.
Voiceover off.
Oh boy. Yeah, so this might be likely Tim Cook's final good morning, so yeah. I'll be reacting to later on, so I do this every year. I CNET and all them will take the clips of the dub and I'll react to it and my video will be out tomorrow for the reaction to it at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'll get that done tonight. So I do everything usually. Like today I put it in my schedule that I am doing developer conference stuff all day long. So all right, I want my followers tab because I just don't want to deal with the following tab. Thank you.
WWDC 2026 spoiler-free video stream. McRumors.com/2026/06 number. Aaron Zallo. Verified. 1 hour left until the hashtag
Yep. Good morning. Oh wow. So someone at 9 to 5 Mac is at actual Apple's headquarters here.
Voice mute. Switch block rotation.
No.
Screen report. Screen mirroring. Button. Screen mirror. LG WebOS Austin's MacBook Pro. Button. Voiceover on.
There we go. Credit goes to 9 to 5 Mac.
This has to be awkward for.
What is going on? There's like a privacy issue. Because the AirPlay was working yesterday, and then today it's not working. That's cooked. That sucks. The Blind Game Master says definitely the iPhone 11. Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. Yep, the iPhone 11 is going to go bye-bye. So y'all can go to the X profile 9 to 5 Mac. They posted it and they have the whole Apple ecosystem thing. They're setting everything up. Even though it is like pre-recorded the whole event, but this is likely going to be Tim Cook's last good morning. That's unfortunate.
Revolve. Open a U.S. money account in Idaho's help. Verified. 1 hour. Computer clan. Verified. Quoted to Hive. Verified. The Amazing Digital Circus. The last act open. MacRumors.com. Verified. Apple's keynote is just an hour away, and we are on site ready. Rose 11 to 13 of 231. MacRumors.com. Verified. Apple's keynote is just an hour away, and we are on site. MacRumors.com. Verified.
Mac Rumors.
And we are on site ready for the big day. Image 16 minutes ago. One reply. Apple Insider. Verified. 1 hour to go. The excitement is real. Grinning face with Snark OG. Use real money to trade sports and more on Rose. Aaron Zallo. Verified. Aaron Zallo is running a poll for the following Austin's Tech. Link. YouTube video 18 minutes ago for view. Voiceover off.
Oh, that's cool. My own YouTube video shows up in the feed on X. That's cool. It's funny. So yeah, I was scrolling X, seeing what's going on. If you're new to the channel, I'm blind/visually impaired, so if you hear voiceover, that's why.
I want to go to Apple's headquarters. Button.
If I get the moment and opportunity, I will.
Live chat. Heading. At Diamond AI 3X. Will Apple Watch 7 get WatchOS 27? Button.
Yes, it likely will. They haven't released like the support page, which I recommend going to Apple's webpage, which if you have X at Austin's_tech, here I'll put the link in the live chat for the X profile. I will be getting my hands on everything today. So if y'all want the quickest updates from me,
Website location Florida. Joint March. At Austin's_tech.
this is the handle.
Copy to clipboard. Voiceover off.
So this is the handle on X.
Voiceover on share. Button. Image. Search. Copy link. Button.
Copy link.
X notification. Voiceover off.
And then here's the actual link to my profile on X. So there you go. That is where you can see the latest updates, the quicker updates in the community tab on the tech channel or a YouTube video. So I'll be going through all that. I'll be finding out today. I'll be researching and figuring out what devices lose support. Which devices get put in the graveyard. Sheesh.
Discord. 7 minutes ago. Read Skylar. Hashtag announcements. TLSM network. At everyone. Phone. 4 minutes ago. +1. 72071.
I don't know who from Denver, Colorado's calling me, but they need to pound sand. I don't know what number they called, because I got like I got two. How many iPhones do I have? I have two iPhones, with one iPhone having two SIMs, and then another one has another SIM. Jesus, I'm losing track of my iPhones now. I have two iPhones with one iPhone.
Petty Hardaway. At random. I'm right, but veterans at 239.
So yeah. And of course, the Fidelity, my brokerage is notifying me about some stuff. That's fun. It's a Monday. I noticed. So, what do y'all think about the AI slush that Apple's got? Do you think the Siri 2.0 or whatever they're calling it is going to do something, or do you think it's a repeat of Apple Intelligence with another flavor on top, like an ice cream cone situation? So, like, what I do is, like, okay, all these rumors, leaks, and whatever, like, I watch, YouTube channels that cover this stuff more than I do. And I don't invest into it because I like to be surprised what Apple announces when they announce at their developer conference. So, like when they announce it, that's when I'm more like, yeah, cool. Yeah, I think so too. Let me go to your channel. Dylan, I actually I agree with you on that. That's an actual good assumption to come to. That they're likely gonna drop the iPhone 11. Because it would be the only 4G supporting iPhone. It doesn't support 5G. I really do too. I really hope they step up on the AI stuff. Oh. Speaking of AI, that's literally what props up the literal stock market at this rate. It's AI. Yeah, I'm making back everything I lost Friday because Friday the stock market wasn't doing good. How good is Apple stock doing right now? Because I know that one's gonna be interesting to see. Let me see how Apple is doing. Apple. See if it's changed price since I last looked at it. Yeah, so people are excited. Their stock's going up. It went up. It's going up today. So Apple's going up in price, so that's good. Their stock's going up. We'll see what happens after the developer conference if it drops in price again because of people not happy with but not happy or happy with their stuff. But people are buying the Apple stock right now. I don't know if we're getting hardware at this event, but eventually they'll do another Apple TV. I don't know if we're getting hardware at this event. Rumors have said yes, but then they say no, then they say yes, then they say no. So it'll be interesting. I noticed that I have a feeling Apple's going to talk about probably the space launch with Artemis 2 because they took iPhones up to space to take photos of the moon and stuff and Earth. So I'm pretty sure Apple's going to talk about that. That's probably going to be one of their things. If it's not, I'll be surprised. But I'm pretty sure they'll talk about that too in with their developer stuff and all that. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'll be curious. But I'm gonna end this live stream not now, but we will end this live stream in about 25-30 minutes. So put your predictions down in the comments. I'll be curious to see what happens. This is more like a little pre-show before the event. I'm not streaming during the event. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, I'm curious what's going to be announced. I want to test the software. I will test it. I will do my impressions on iOS 27. iPad OS 27. I'm not going to do much with macOS because I only have one MacBook. I don't have like a Neo or whatever. But I'll be interested in it. I'll probably run a virtualization of it or a APFS volume of it. but I will be testing it on the iPhones. This is crazy. I have done, let's see. How many dub keynotes have I done? Pre-shows of. It's crazy. I did the one in I did the WWDC 20. I think I've done them pretty much. Oh, so I've done a few. I've done 23. I have done 24. So I've done that one. So I've done these live streams. I've done a good amount. So let's see. I did Apple's developer conference. I did the, let's see, which one was this one? So I have done pretty much almost all. So I've done pretty much almost all the developer conferences dating back to almost 2020. So this is like my fourth or fifth one where I've done a pre-show live stream. Oh, we're keeping a tradition. Hey, I see. Good. So I'm keeping a tradition, which is good. Let's see. No, I did not want to crash that. You know what's gonna be really? Hold on, I want to see if the AirPlay thing is ah really a problem, and it's only when I'm live streaming. Yeah, it's only when I'm live streaming because when I was not live streaming, it would work. So there's something going on where there's a privacy restriction and it won't let me AirPlay. But it's gonna be weird to go and have to swipe. Well, I already do it kind of. I swipe down from the left hand corner. Okay, I'll submit the order. Period. Let's see. What was the notification I got from the other? Let's see. Oh. I'm working on submitting for my lunch. Yep. No, I keep the tradition. So what I do is like I have a local restaurant in my area, and like last year and the year before, I'd ordered something from the mom and pop local restaurant, really good food, and I would eat that for lunch and watch the Apple keynote. Either I watch it in the office here, if I got family over, which I don't today, or I eat out in the dining room area and watch the Apple keynote, probably on the iPad. So, yeah. I will tell y'all the iPhone Air has been really good. It cools down pretty quickly, surprisingly. Like if I'm outside and it gets hot, it does cool down pretty quickly. The 17 Pro Max takes about 2 hours in Florida sunlight to really start going. Yeah, boss, we done. It's hot. We're gonna have to bring the screen brightness down. I typically will do it like the wings, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do loaded fries, and then I have a drink here at the house. So I'm going to submit. And we all love Apple Pay. Yep. We all love Apple Pay. So yeah. No,
It makes me wonder that Apple really gonna go they rude, but with better internals for like the Pro models like the iPhone Air. But
yeah, I wonder about that. Like, so the iPhone Air doesn't have a vapor chamber cooler because of how thin it is. And I like that. I like the concept of the iPhone Air, how thin it is. Some people don't like the fact that it only has one speaker, one camera. I like the concept. Is the price a little too high? Yes. Did I have to pay for it? No. So it's an interesting concept. But I do like the fact that Apple did bring the vapor chamber cooler to the 17 Pros.
Apple Master 110. That's my favorite sound. Button.
It's
Add emotes. Button.
so easy. Like, I love Apple Pay.
Voiceover off.
That is like the most easiest payment service. But my mom's at the my mother currently was the one texting me. She's at the forbidden store that does not accept Apple Pay. Go in the chat and take a wild guess what store does not support Apple Pay. Oh. The sounds of an iPhone. Ding of Apple Pay. Screenshots. Sending off messages. That's called taking care of business. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Apple Pay.
I timed that so well.
So I'm going to submit.
That was so perfect. You know what would suck is
love Apple Pay.
you know what would suck is if some of us test the beta and Apple Pay don't work. That would suck so bad. That's why you back up your phone by going to settings. And then backing up your phone. Oh my. I have not used an iPhone in a moment. AKA, I have not been on my phone that much. Yep. So I go to settings, iCloud. Sheesh. I really have not used this phone, the iCloud setting in a while. Yikes. I don't even back up my phone backs up by itself. I don't even manage it anymore. That's the crazy part. Sheesh. Oh, I don't want your. Yeah, I'm quite aware my storage is halfway full out of 2 terabytes. Shh. I don't care. Stop trying to make me spend more money.
Sign in with Apple. Austin's iPhone. This Austin Studio. Austin's iPhone. Selected. Austin's iPhone. Austin's iPhone. iCloud backup. On.
Yep. iCloud backup.
Backup now. But the last backup now. The last backup could not be completed. Last successful backup. 6/6/26 at 2018. Voiceover off.
What? Okay, so you can't complete a backup. So okay, you'll back up now. Which is telling me to back up everything. What?
Austin's iPad. Austin's iPhone. Austin's iPhone. 13 gigabytes. But Austin's iPhone. 55.2 gigabytes. Austin's iPhone. This iPhone. A voiceover off.
Whatever iPhone that was, that one can go bye-bye. It's 13 gigs. You're wasting space. Go away. Thank you. I don't know what phone that is, but I just turned it off. Last successful backup couldn't be completed. Get out of here with that shenanigans. Uh-huh. Walmart's the one with the Apple Pay issues. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. No, no. I install it on my main iPhone. You got to understand. That's the beauty of running this channel. You have to install it on your main iPhone. If you don't, my audience will hold me accountable to that one. Well, technically, I have 2 main iPhones. I have the iPhone Air, and then I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So I'm screwed either way. My audience is gonna hold me accountable. But no, if you only have one iPhone and you do not have a computer, do not install it on your phone. And if you're questioning, should I install the beta, and you go in my comment section and ask that, all you're gonna get in response from me is a ugh. If you're questioning if you should install a beta software, you should not. End of discussion on that one. Shit, literally. But no, if you're questioning, should I install a beta on my phone? Do not. Do not. Do not. You're just going to want me to bang my head in sheetrock. I'm also not held accountable for problems with your Apple device if the beta bricks something, and neither is Apple. You choose to install that. And that's why I am backing up my phone right now. There may be services or problems, especially with voiceover or usability. There could be anything. I had, what was it, iOS 11? The phone lagged out and heated up so much and just so much lag that it glitched out. And then one time it detected that it tried to detect that I did something with emergency SOS, but I didn't. And it called 911 at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, shoot. And then iOS 11, of course, was so hot on the device. 10 was okay. I ran 10, and that was fine. 11 was trash. 13 was trash. 14 onward has been good. And then, of course, 26 was good. There was issues, but it was good. I don't know what 27 will bring. We shall see. If you really are on the fence of, I want to test the beta, but I don't want to put it on my device for now, wait till public beta comes out. The public beta is like more of a public testing space. Or if you really want like a review from me or whatever, then just wait about 2 weeks to see what I have to say. But beta 1, do not install unless you have backup upon backup and you're ready to literally like be there at midnight next to your computer going, yeah, I need to downgrade my phone. Crud. So I recommend going to settings. Go to your name. Tap on your the iPhone you're using in the settings. Tap on iCloud backup. And then back up the device, which mine already completed. Now I'm going to go to the iPhone Air. And excuse me for belching, but I'm going to go do the same thing for the iPhone Air. What in the world? Oh, I got to plug in the iPhone Air. Speaking of it, dying almost. iCloud backup. You go to the device you're using in the settings, and iCloud backup, and back up this device. When was the last successful backup port?
Last successful backup 6/4/26 at 11:23. Voiceover off.
Okay, so basically the 4th. So okay, iCloud backup is on. I had to go on the iPad and go back it up, which I'm going to. I'm backing up everything. If you do not have iCloud storage, then back it up to your computer. Just like I gotta go fix my time machine backup in case my disk wipes itself. Like I did last year. I back up my computer just in case. You always want to be extra careful. This iPad last backed up.
Landscape. The last successful backup. 5/25/26 at 8.
See, there you go. May 25th is the last time this iPad backed up to iCloud. The last one.
The last backup could not be completed.
So the last one could not be completed.
Voiceover off.
So we're going to force it to back up now. So there you go. That's why I tell y'all to back up your devices. Right now is backup time. Literally, it's 12:46. It's backup time. Do it now because I know later y'all are going to be like, oh, I want to download the update. I want to download the update. I want to download the update. And forget to back up the device. And then there's going to be people in the comment section on everyone's YouTube video going, how do I change the backup code to my device? Because it always changes every year at this rate with Apple. You can't back up something from another device. I mean, there'll be a workaround how to do it, but I'm saving you a literal 30-minute hassle and research time. You're welcome. Even though ChatGPT, Grok, whatever is at your fingertips. But I'm saving everyone the time now. You're welcome. It's better to be safe than sorry. So that's it. It's just better to be safe than sorry. Mm. So my sister let her goats out, and one of the goats was smiling in the camera again. He's like, hee hee. I see. There's a camera. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna pose for it. So he's literally looking at the camera like, hi, how are y'all? I know I'm out of my pin, so y'all want to say hi? Special goats. They have no care in the world. But we'll be ending this live stream here in about 5 minutes, because by the time that happens, my lunch will be here. I'll be getting set up for the Apple developer stuff because, you know, that. So, you know, ChatGPT is a really good tool, by the way, because I use I pay for it, so I use it, and it's a really good tool. I don't like use it to replace things. I don't use it to do stuff, but I use it for creativity because I got a lot going on. So like AI is not a bad thing. If you use it as a tool. So if you use it like to help extend the creativity of what you do, then it's not like if you want to put the iPad on 27, don't worry about blowing up your internet and wasting internet if you're on data caps, whatever. And updating to 26.6. 26.6 will be for the devices that do not get iOS 27. The iPad, the ninth generation iPad should be? Yes. What chipset is in the iPad, the ninth gen iPad? It should be, yeah. I don't see why the ninth gen iPad would be dropped. What processor chipset? What processor chipset is in the iPad ninth gen?
The iPad 9th generation uses the A13 Bionic chip.
Yeah, I don't know. iPadOS may not. So here's what's weird. So the A12X wasn't dropped, but the A12 and the iPhone 10R and 10s was dropped. So I don't know. We'll see. It might. That one's a little iffy. Yeah, well, there are some people that are still stuck with 1.25 terabyte data caps. So at least you have unlimited home internet. I do too. Well, it's unlimited till it's not. Comcast will complain if you blow through excessive amounts of internet. Just so y'all know. I think it's like 10 terabytes or something like that. But the beauty about the Ubiquity network here, I can prioritize Apple's update servers. So it can be prioritized over everything else in my network. So like, say if all my devices go and decide to chew down, like the iPad, the iPhone, the other iPhone decide to chew down iOS 27 today, my niece and nephew could be gaming or doing whatever within the network, either in the backyard or in other buildings that have the Wi-Fi nodes, and they won't see a difference in their performance. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they're. I hope so, because Apple did the ray tracing stuff in their chips, and it's pretty powerful. But the Apple and gaming have not been. They've been lacklustered. Hopefully, there is something good out of it.
Comcast got rid of data caps in this area. Astonished face. Button.
No, Comcast did that nationwide. I'm pretty sure they don't have data caps anymore on the new. They don't have data caps on the new plans anymore at all. Well, are you in the Northeast? Because in the Northeast, the Northeast United States, Comcast never had data caps because everyone complained. So Comcast had no choice but to heed the data caps in the Northeast United States. Yeah, the iPhone 11 is going to be likely cut. I don't know about the iPad 9th gen. iPad OS follows a different drop schedule, but like I said, follow me on X. I got you covered. I will make sure I get a hold of the list of devices that are dropped. Let's see. I'm curious. Ask ChatGPT. Do you know T? Is the iPad 9th generation potentially going to be dropped on iPad OS 27 with Apple's WWDC May? Hold on. Now I'm wording that really horribly wrong. I'm having a moment. Ask ChatGPT. Will the iPad 9th generation be dropped on iPad OS 27? Is there any credible sources?
Apple has not officially announced the compatibility of iPad OS 27 with the iPad 9th generation. However, based on historical support patterns, the iPad 9, released in 2021 with an A13 Bionic chip, is expected to receive iPad OS 27. This aligns with Apple's typical support cycle, which often includes 6 to 8 years of major updates for iPads.
The only reason why I'm asking is because it's the same chipset in the iPhone 11. Do you think that one might be dropped? Oh! It crashed! He couldn't handle the response request! Dang!
The iPhone 11 series uses the same A13 Bionic chip as the iPad 9, and credible reports say i13 chip. That means the iPhone 11 line is expected to be dropped for iOS 27, even though the iPad May 9th still get one more update due to Apple's longer support for base iPads. That was from ChatGPT.
I thought it crashed because the animation around the display went away. And I thought it crashed, but it didn't. It suddenly started talking. I'm like, whoa. Siri had a brain fart and a freeze.
Northeast Philadelphia, Delaware, Southern New Jersey, and Northeast Maryland. Comcast got rid of data caps here because of numerous complaints.
Yeah, I know. The Northeast got lucky. I know. But they've now done that across everywhere.
Applet to the Master 110. I love not having data caps, but I'm pretty sure they'll put a speed cap button.
Speed cap on what? There's already a speed cap on your internet. You have to pay for the price of speed.
I'm downloading iPad OS 26.6 beta now. Grinning cat face. It's almost done. Button.
Okay. Not much in iPad. Not much in the iOS update for 26.6.
Applet to the Master 110. Yeah, we desperately need that update. Button.
Yeah. That was not good. That was special. But anyways, I appreciate everyone so much for watching this live stream. We weren't as energetic like we have been in the past. I've had a lot going on. I appreciate everyone that has subbed to this channel for being vigilant with me. I know some people didn't get notified, some people did. Some people missed my content. Some people probably are like, why is that man coming back? I'm back. Reacting to the keynote tonight. I'll make sure everything is taken care of. Y'all have content to watch over the week, and we'll be doing stuff. So we are back in the saddle, people. We are back. We are back, and hopefully bigger than better than ever. And hopefully your iPad 9th gen does not eat dust, because it shouldn't. But we shall see what happens, and I will see you all on the other side of this developer conference. Hope y'all enjoy. Check it out on Apple's website at events.apple.com or on YouTube, etc. And I will see y'all later, and follow me on X. I'll be supplying updates before the YouTube channel. Anyways,
Fade, menu button, stop, auto stop, stop stream.
peace, everyone.
Mouse down on stop streaming.